Diddy's defense team just made a bold legal power play. They are asking the judge to wipe crucial testimonies from the record. These aren't just any witnesses. One is rapper Kid Cudi, and the other a nationally known forensic psychologist. If the court agrees, the prosecution's entire narrative could start to fall apart. So, what exactly is Diddy trying to erase, and why now? Drop a like on this video, and let's get straight into it. Rapper Kid Cudi, whose real name is Scott Miscudi, recently took the stand, delivering a testimony that sent shockwaves through the courtroom. He recounted a 2012 incident where his Porsche was destroyed by a Molotov cocktail. Cudi believes that Diddy was behind this incident, allegedly fueled by jealousy over Cudi's brief relationship with Cassie. Cudi described receiving a call from his dog sitter alerting him that his car was on fire. Upon seeing the destroyed vehicle, he suspected foul play. This account aligns with Cassie Ventura's earlier testimony, where she claimed Diddy had threatened to blow up Cudi's car. Then, not long after, boom, his car goes up in flames. Now, here's the twist. The defense is trying to get this entire testimony stricken from the record. Diddy's defense team argues that Cudi's statements are speculative and prejudicial. They argue that Cudi's testimony is based on hearsay and assumptions. They argue that there's no physical evidence tying Diddy to the fire, and that the fire department records from 2012 are no longer available because they were purged under the city's standard document retention policy. Basically, Diddy's team is fighting this because they believe that Kid Cudi's testimony could potentially sway the jury, and of course, they don't want that. But the prosecutors argue that it paints a clear picture of Diddy's alleged pattern of intimidation and retaliation, especially when viewed alongside Cassie's claims. They say that it shows how Diddy would go to extreme, even violent lengths to control those around him. Watch Kid Cudi's full testimony on my channel. Another focal point in the trial is the testimony of forensic psychologist Dr. Dawn Hughes. Known for her role in the Johnny Depp vs. Amber Heard trial, Dr. Hughes was expected to provide insights into patterns of coercive control and abuse. Diddy's legal team has filed a motion to exclude her testimony, arguing that she lacks direct knowledge of the specific details of the case, suggesting that without direct evaluation of the individuals involved, like Cassie, her conclusions might lack specificity and relevance to the case at hand.
Under cross-examination, Combs' co-defense attorney Jonathan Bach seized on Dr. Hughes' general observations, along with the fact Hughes has not personally interviewed, treated, or clinically tested Combs or Ventura. Bach: do you remember being asked under oath in a separate 2019 trial that a psychologist cannot give an opinion on psychological characteristics if they have not clinically assessed that person? Dr. Hughes, that's a fair statement.
Diddy's legal team claims that Dr. Hughes' input is based on generalizations rather than concrete evidence, potentially leading to bias.
When asked why victims often stay in abusive relationships, Dr. Hughes told the jury, A, it's not about hitting. It's about using different abusive behaviors that makes a victim feel trapped. B, there's almost always love and companionship, and it makes it very difficult for the victim to see their way out. C, because of the psychological consequences of the abuse itself, it makes it difficult for the victim to have higher order planning to leave. They're just trying to live on a micro level day to day.
Dr. Hughes' expert testimony aimed to provide the jury with a psychological framework to understand the behaviors and decisions of abuse victims, particularly in the context of prolonged and complex relationships. Dr. Hughes' insights supported the prosecution's narrative of coercion and control within the relationship between Diddy and Cassie. These motions to strike key testimonies are significant. If the judge rules in favor of Diddy's defense, it could possibly change a lot for the prosecution's case. But if the judge allows these testimonies to stay, they could help prove the prosecution's claim that Diddy has a long history of misconduct and trying to control people around him. Everyone's waiting to see what the judge decides, because it could have a big impact on how the trial ends. What are your thoughts on these developments? Do you believe these testimonies should be excluded, or are they essential for a fair trial? Share your opinions in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more updates on this case.